Good morning, dear Bosconians, dear lay mission partners, Salesian educators, members of the Salesian family, and our dear friends. Today is May 29, and in the Salesian circles, we are celebrating the memorial of a martyr, a Salesian priest, Blessed Jozef Kowalski, or Blessed Jozef Kowalski. And for the Bosconians, you might have been a member of the section of Kowalski, no? Anytime in your life as in studying Don Bosco. And you know, this saint, or this blessed, was born on March 19, 1911, in Poland. And from an early age, he showed signs of a vocation to dedicating himself to God in a special way. In 1927, after having finished the Salesian Secondary School in Auschwitz, or Auschwitzem as they call it, so he was a Bosconian, he entered the novitiate, the Salesian novitiate. Even as a young cleric, no, a seminarian studying to be a priest, he had a spiritual desire. And what is that? He recorded it in his notebook: to suffer and to be despised for you, Lord. And that we will read a portion of his spiritual testament after this. Now, after having completed the various stages of formation, he was ordained priest in 1938. And after he was ordained priest, he immediately was engaged in educative pastoral work at the Salesian house in Krakow, that is in Poland. Now, on May 23, 1941, with the other Salesians, he was arrested by the Nazi and taken to the concentration camp at Auschwitzem, or Auschwitz. Now, also in this place, in the concentration camp, he lived his life as a priest. Through his ministry and personal witness, he brought hope to his companions in suffering. And he was martyred on July 4 in 1942. And just to give you a bit of some details, which you would also find, no, online. So he was sent there to Auschwitz, and he ministered secretly to his fellow prisoners in a certain cell, no, block 25. And then he attempted to strengthen their will to survive day to day in the life in the camp. And he absolved condemned victims. So he became a confessor within the camp. And of course, he was doing this in secret. But at least once in front of everyone at the moment of mass execution. So right at the last moment of his life, he exercises priestly ministry in the sacrament of reconciliation. And he was known at Auschwitz simply as Father Joseph. Now, once, no, there was a roll call, and he was ordered by the leader, no, who was in charge of them, to trample upon his rosary, to step on it, because they discovered him carrying the rosary. Parang mga Bosconian natin, no? You have your rosary always in your pocket. Siya meron, no? And he was asked to step on it. And of course, he refused. And as a punishment, he was assigned to a penal company. And he wrote a letter to his parents regarding that. Do not worry about me. I am in God's hands. I want to assure you that I feel His help at every step. Despite the present situation, I am happy and completely at peace. And so, how was he martyred? On July 3, 1942, he was mocked, ridiculed, and severely beaten by the guards for being a priest. The same night, his oppressors pulled him out of his barracks, and they gravely beat him outside. And possibly they even drowned him. And Kowalski's body was found the next day, and it was burned together with the others. You know, he was still very young at that time, 31 years old, receiving the crown of martyrdom. And he was martyred because he was a priest. He was martyred because of his religion. And so in 1999, on June 13, Pope St. John Paul II, who was himself Polish, he beatified him together with this group, a group of 108 Polish martyrs, and they were the victims of the Nazi persecution during the Second World War. So that is the story of the blessed, the Salesian martyr whom we celebrate today. And it's a call for all of us not to be faithful to our duties. And as I said, I'd like to read something from his memoirs, from his private notes, which could serve as our prayer to the Lord for today. Blessed Jozef Kowalski wrote, Jesus, to Thee I dedicate myself totally. To Thee I give my poor heart, which desires ardently to love Thee, to give itself to Thee and consecrate itself to Thee. Jesus, grant that I may never separate myself from Thee, and that even unto death I may be faithful to Thee, and that I may faithfully keep the oath I have made. Rather death than to offend Thee by the smallest sin. O God, have mercy on me, give me your love, and with that Thou wilt give me everything. O Lord, let me be despised, forgotten, considered nothing, scorned. This goes against my inclination, but I see that it is necessary for me. O Lord, grant me this grace to become mad for Thy love. At this point in the diary, he draws there a cross in the blood of the blessed, and beneath the cross, the inscription, to suffer and to be despised. So we remember this motto, to suffer and to be despised. But of course, this is always for the Lord. You know, as Bosconians, as Salesians, as Salesian educators, we may not have that gift of dying for the faith, but we strive to really live out the best we can our Christian ideals, our being Catholic, our being Bosconians. And it embodies very much what we have in our life as Bosconians, in our motto here in Don Bosco CANLUBANG, Ad Majora Natus, born for greater things. And with this, I would like to acknowledge, maybe I'll talk about this more later on. I could even invite him to give us a good morning talk of an alumnus of our school here in Don Bosco CANLUBANG, Reginald Christian Bernardo, who is the first homegrown PhD gravitational physicist of the Philippines. That we can achieve such greatness, such heights, because we love what we do, that we do our duties, and that we are able to harness the gifts that God has given all of us. And incidentally, if you visit the website of Don Bosco CANLUBANG, the Facebook page, please do visit it, especially for the Bosconians who are returning to school this year. We continue to deliver instruction during this year, 2020 to 2021. You continue to be Bosconians. And that's why we're introducing this to you. I will talk about this more extensively next time. But just to introduce to you, BOSConnect. And what is BOSConnect? It's the Bosconians, okay? And then the double N is in the new normal. So Bosconians, new normal, education, continuity, technology. You remain to be connected with Don Bosco even during this time of the new normal, in the time of the COVID crisis. And here it is. I'd like to show it to you. Our logo or our infographics. And you may, for more information, see Don Bosco CANLUBANG. Just to remind you that enrollment online begins on June 1, and that will be until June 26. And for the on-site enrollment, you would see it in the infographics. So June 8 to 9 Kinder, Grade 1 and Grade 2. This is on-site registration and enrollment. June 10 to 11, Grade 3 and Grade 4. June 15 to 16, Grade 5 and Grade 6. June 17 to 18, Grade 7 and Grade 8. June 22 to 23, Grade 9 and Grade 10. June 24 to 25, Grade 10 and Grade 11 and Grade 12. So that is the on-site registration. Should you wish or should you choose to come here, of course, I'm talking to the parents. Should you choose to come here for the registration and enrollment? With the online registration and enrollment, it will be from June 1 to June 26. So we welcome you once again for this coming school year. And we continue praying for the end of this crisis of the coronavirus, a global crisis, but as long as we pray for each other, then I think things will be better. There's reason to hope. And with this, I'd like to greet you all a good day. As they say in the language of Blessed Jozef Kowalski in Polish, Dobry dzień. God bless you all.